radar that way anyway. What do you think? I don't know. You can't.
All right, Ellsbury fans, welcome back. This is Adam Presswood coming at you live from Ellsbury's softball field. It's about 10 minutes before 5 o'clock, which is the scheduled start time for this game between Ellsbury's Lady Indians and the Lady Wildcats of Montgomery County. We're doing something a little bit different tonight, and I am speaking directly into the laptop rather than through a headset. I hope that's coming through okay. And if not, I apologize. I want to briefly, as I look to the north and see the storm clouds that I hope stay away long enough to get this one in, I want to briefly run down the starting lineups for both teams. Starting with the visiting Montgomery County Lady Wildcats. They are coached by Audra Heimer and Rochelle Falloon. They're going to send up number 4, Jordan Fisher. She'll be catching. Number 3, Hannah Pryor will be over at short. Number 10, Anna Ford will be on the mound. Number 6, Ashley Queetham at second. Number 9, Sydney Queetham at first. Number 2, Haley Birch at third. Number 14, Anna Hinkie out in right. Number 8, Haley Johnson in center. And number 1, I hope I'm pronouncing this the right way, Ari Roden out in left field. No subs are listed for Montgomery County. For Ellsbury, and the Lady Indians are coached by Trudy Bull and Carrie Cokedell. They're going to send up number 5, Megan Hagemeyer. She'll cover second base. Number 15, Kinsler will be at third. Number 21, Tess Weekley will be behind the plate. Number 4, Tyra Henderson over at short. Number 19, Megan Jones at first base. Number 13, Emma Plasterer out in left. Maddie Kinsler, number 14, is listed as the DP. Number 6, Kara Lovelace will take the mound. Number 2, Kaylee Martin will have things covered out in center field. And number 10, Emily Braden will be out in right. Subs listed for Ellsbury are number 1, Mac Pruitt. Number 3, Tiny Henderson. Number 20, Sydney Pickard. And number 25, Waymeyer. I apologize, I do not have a first name for that young lady. As always, the visiting team will step up first. We're just a few moments away from warm-up pitching. And once again, since I am speaking directly into the laptop, we cannot run commercials tonight. I apologize to our sponsors. We'll try to get that back on track as soon as we can. Looks like our officials just arrived and are ready to go. For those of you who are planning your calendars, I'm told that the game this Thursday night will be senior night for the ladies. I will be out of town for that one. I will do my best to see that that one gets covered.
They do it. They get their way. Less than 10 yards. Put it right in front of the short road. Arrow came out in the last rib when he turned and ran past me. About that much of his liver was down the hole. Yeah, he was dead. It was a 2-inch type of gun. Diagonally through the rib cage. A mile away up. I lost blood. Wide open field.
Send him home with you.
Right, cross motion. Shoulder, he said.
I think he's in the pond. You're laying in the middle of it, but it's laying on his foot. I can't tell what it is. I've been throwing up all over the place. So hopefully when I go walk over there to get in that stand, I'll look out in there, and if there's a set of horn laying there, I'll know. The only reason I shot it when I did was one more step and you went right down.
Yeah.
All right, and just like that, we are all set. Felt a little weird not to bring you commercials during the warm-up pitching, but that is just the way it is tonight. And the hitter from Montgomery County is number 4, Jordan Fisher. She'll be followed by number 3, Hannah Pryor, and number 10, Anna Ford.
Hi.
All right, here's the pitch on its way from Lovelace, and it's low for ball 1. That one drops in as well, 2-0. Swung on and hit hard out into shallow left field for a leadoff base hit. So with one on and nobody away, up steps Hannah Pryor. She's a left-handed hitter, covering shortstop for the Lady Wildcats tonight. I have not seen this team play yet this season. I'm told they're a force to reckon with. The pitch in for a called strike, 0-1. Lovelace delivers again. That one is swung on. It was out there quite a ways, and she reached for it and fouled it off. 2 quick strikes. The pitch swung on and fouled off in basically the same direction, just a little further. She stays alive, and the count stays 0-2. Loveless has her sign and delivers. It is up by a mile. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up again, and that evens it out. That one's low and it fills the count. Low and away walks her. And sends up number 10, Anna Ford. 2 on now with nobody away. An ominous start here for the Lady Indians. Here's the pitch on its way. It's up for a ball. The runners hold. Oh, she wanted to offer it that one. Wisely held off. It's 2-0. Loveless delivers again. Up and out. Ford back in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit just over the head of the shortstop. It bounces out into left center for a base hit. We'll have a play at the plate. Not in time, but the runner is out at third. The Lady Wildcats take an early 1-0 lead. But there is still a runner at second and in scoring position. That'll send up number 6, Ashley Queetham, with 1 out and 1 on. Loveless delivers again. Caught the inside corner for a strike. Nice pitch by Loveless. That one was in basically the same spot, but missed by a hair. 1-1. Swung on and hit high and hard. It should be an easy play and is for Ellsbury's right fielder. 2 away. That will send up number 9, Sydney Queetham. 2 away, still a runner at second. Montgomery County leads 1-0, and the pitch is in for a ball. Loveless delivers again, and it's up. Swing and a miss. Swung on and fouled back behind me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the dirt, and that fills the count. Oh, a beautiful pitch by Loveless. Gets Queetham looking for strike 3, and it ends Montgomery County's half of the first inning, not before they do a little bit of damage. They lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the inning, and we will cut away, but unfortunately, there will be no commercials. All right, welcome back.
Mommy, why is Kalia
Ellsbury's turn now to answer. As Megan Hagemeyer steps up, she's covering second base for the Lady Indians tonight, and her team now trails by 1. Here's the pitch. Check swing, but it's in for a strike. Up and out, 1-1 now to Hagemeyer. Swung on, hit hard on the ground. Fouled off down along the first base side. 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one's up as well. The count's now even at 2 apiece. Pitching for Montgomery County is Anna Ford. Swung on and an awkwardly hit ball that just manages to get in between the shortstop and the left fielder for a base hit. This is how Montgomery County started off their half of the inning, so turnabout's fair play as Kylie Kinsler steps up. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back to the catcher's glove. The only play is at first, where Kinsler is out number 1. That brings up number 21, Tess Weekly. She's catching tonight for Ellsbury, and the first pitch is in the dirt. That one was in for a strike. It caught the outside corner. She wanted to offer at that and held back. It's 1-1 now to Weekly. Swung on and hit high, hard, and fair to shallow right field. It's off the end of the fielder's glove. Weekly will reach, and Hagemeyer is going to stretch that error all the way to third base. So runners at the corners now for Ellsbury, still just 1 away. That sends up number 4, Tyra Henderson, Ellsbury's shortstop. Here's the pitch. She shows a bunt and pulls it back for strike 1. Swung on and popped foul to the glove of the first baseman. Henderson is out number 2. That sends up number 19, Megan Jones, covering first base tonight. The pitch in for a strike right down the middle. Weekly has now made it over to second, so both runners for Ellsbury in scoring position. The pitch, well inside, 1-1 now. Swung on and fouled off over on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the hitter. Oh, a rocket right to the glove of the first baseman. Had that one gotten through, the story would have been so much different headed into the top of the second. As it is, Montgomery County still leads 1-0, and we'll be back. All right, fans, Montgomery County back up, and the hitter should be and is number 2, Haley Birch, covering third base for the Lady Wildcats. She'll be followed by number 14, Anna Hinkey, and number 8, Haley Johnson. Here's the pitch on its way, and it's in for a ball. Loveless delivers again, swing and a miss, 1-1. That one looked a little high, but I'm not the man in blue. It's a called strike 2. That one missed. This home plate umpire is very, very good, but he is also very, very tall. Makes it kind of hard for me to see and call on my own. Swung on and hit fair right to the glove of Jones over at first base for out number 1. That'll send up Hinkey. She's out in right field for Montgomery County tonight. Loveless delivers, and it is up just enough for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Swung on and fouled off the fence in front of me. She stays alive. The count stays 0-2. Hit hard right off the glove of Jones over at first. She's going to reach on that one. And that's going to bring up number 8, Haley Johnson. Loveless delivers, and it's in for a strike. 0-1. There's a bunt, and a nice play by Ellsbury's third baseman to rob her of what would have been an easy single otherwise. So with 2 away, up steps number 1, Ari Roden, who swings and misses. That pitch was up by a mile. It's 1-1. Loveless delivers again. And that one caught the outside corner. 1-2 the count now. The pitch swung on and fouled off the fence in front of me yet again. It stays 1-2.
I put that in my car.
Yeah. No, you're not. No, actually, I'll check in.
Low and away, that evens the count. Up again, and the count's now full. 2 away, 1 on here in the second, and Montgomery County leads 1-0. Lovelace delivers, swung on and hit over the glove of the third baseman. It bounces out into left field for a base hit, but they may have the runner at third. In fact, they definitely have the runner at third, so nothing matters now. That ends the top of the second and preserves the 1-0 score. As we head to the bottom of the inning, Ellsbury trails by 1. We'll see what they can do.
That's good news.
He's good. Yeah.
So you don't have to move a lot of
All right, we're back in business. And the hitter is number 13, Emma Plasterer, Ellsbury's left fielder. This will be her first at bat. For those of you just tuning in, Ellsbury trails 1-0 after Montgomery County got on the board quickly back in their half of the first. Plasterer will be followed by Kinsler and Lovelace. Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt. All right, Ford has her sign. Here's the delivery, swung on and fouled off, 1-1. Swung on and fouled off yet again. 2 quick strikes. Hear Coach Bolt giggling over there by third base, saying that was ball 3. What are you doing, Emma? Here's the pitch from Ford, swung on and hit hard on the ground. It gets underneath the glove of the third baseman, and Plasterer will reach on the error. That sends up number 14, Maddie Kinsler, Ellsbury's DP. She shows a bunt and pulls it back to take a ball up high. Kinsler wanted to offer it that one badly. She held back, and it's strike 1. All right, she steps back in with an even count now. The pitch, swing and a miss. Swung on and hit high and hard. That one is going to get down out in right center, and it bounces all the way to the fence. Do they have Kinsler at second? No. Runners now at second and third as Kinsler reaches second, and Plasterer comes all the way over to third. That sends up number 6, Kara Lovelace, Ellsbury's pitcher. shows a bunt and lays it down foul, down along the third base side, a quick strike. All right, Ford delivers. Another bunt. This one's laid down well toward third. Oh, and they booble it just enough to let Emma Plasterer come across and make it 1-1. Ellsbury has runners safe at first and second now. That sends up number 2, Kaylee Martin. It'll be her first at bat. Her team has now evened the score with no one away, believe it or not, here in the second. All right, the brief timeout is over and Martin steps back in. Runners at first and second. The pitch, she shows a bunt and fouls one off toward third. Ford delivers another bunt. This one lands nowhere but the glove of the third baseman, who was playing just shallow enough to have that covered. One out and the runners remain. That'll start the whole thing over for Ellsbury with Megan Hagemeyer. She singled to left over the head of the shortstop back in the first. Here's the pitch from Ford. Swung on, and boy, she hit a ton out of that one, and it was just foul. Hagemeyer steps back in, and we're back in business. The pitch, check swing, and that one is in for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Swung on and another rocket on the ground. This one the other way. It gets into shallow right field. One run scores and the runners are going to stay at the corners. It's now 2-1. And an Ellsbury lead for a change. That sends Kylie Kinsler back up. She fouled it back to the catcher's glove back in the first.
Getting that ball.
She shows a bunt and pulls it back to take a strike. Both runners are safe. Ford delivers, and it's up and in, 1-1. Swung on, and another one that gets by on the ground, out into shallow right field. We're going to have a play at the plate. No, Hagemeyer comes across to score, as does Lovelace. And just like that, it's 4-1 Ellsbury. So with one runner still aboard, up steps Tess Weekly, who reached on an error back in the first. And the first one is way high. Ford delivers again, and that one's up as well. Swung on and a missile that gets all the way out into right center. It doesn't get out, but it bounces to the wall. Weekly will hold at second. So Ellsbury now with runners at second and third. Weekly has a double. That sends up Tyra Henderson. She fouled back to the glove in the first inning, and we may have a pitching change. Bear with me, fans.
Maybe these two will take it.
No.
What do you mean?
All right, that timeout's gone on a little while, and the home plate umpire is trying to hurry it along. There will be no pitching change, but possibly a change in strategy. Ford delivers and Henderson bunts. A good bunt toward third. And Montgomery County has nowhere to go with it. Bases loaded now for Megan Jones. Here's the pitch. Jones takes a strike. 0-1.
Hey, we're gonna make it back up to the lineup. Oh, Aaron was first batting.
Swung on and fouled off along the first base side. Had she straightened that one out a little bit, it would have been disaster for Montgomery County. As it is, it's 0-2. Ford delivers again. Swung on and hit high, but I don't think it's going to get anywhere. It does not. Montgomery County's right fielder has it, and the runner headed home is out as well, so that is going to do it for Ellsbury's half of the second, but not before they get a lot of revenge. As we head to the third, Ellsbury now leads 4-1, and we'll be back.
Is that what she was saying?
All right, number 4, Jordan Fisher steps back up for Montgomery County. She singled to left back in the first. A much different game all of a sudden as Ellsbury rallied just a few minutes ago to take a 4-1 lead. For those of you just joining us, Lovelace delivers. Fisher swings and lifts one into right center field where it gets down for a base hit. That'll send up Hannah Pryor, who walked the first time. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Loveless, swung on, and that one I think might have gone foul, but it doesn't matter because Plasterer has it out in left field for out number 1.
Oh, fun. You got what? Oh, you got...
Up steps number 10, Anna Ford, Montgomery County's hurler. She doubled to left center the first time. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that one's going to get out into center as well. Will Martin have it? No. That's going to put runners at first and second. And that sends up number 6, Ashley Queetham. She popped to right back in the first. We have a courtesy runner coming in for Ford over at first base. That's number 5. I don't have a sub list for Montgomery County, so I don't know who that runner is. Loveless delivers, and it's in for a ball. One and one now. Here's the pitch from Loveless, and it's low. Swung on, and oh, a great play by Henderson out at shorts to rob her of a base hit. That was a beautiful thing to watch. Good job. Runners stay at first and second, and Queetham heads back to the dugout. All right, and Sydney Queetham takes strike 1. She struck out looking back in the first. All right, and we're going to have a courtesy runner in for the catcher out at second base. Montgomery County's catcher is Jordan Fisher. Loveless delivers. That one swung on. Oh, Henderson with a great diving attempt. It misses, and the bases are now loaded as Queetham reaches on. I'm not even going to call that an error. That just got away from her. That sends up Haley Birch, who popped to first back in the second. Loveless delivers, swing and a miss. 0-1. Loveless delivers again, and it's low. Weekly wanted to throw down to third. She held back. It's 1-1 to the hitter. Swung on and hit on the ground to third. It pops out of the glove. I don't know exactly what happened there. Everybody kind of froze when that happened. 1 run scores. It's 4-2, and the bases stay loaded. That sends up Anna Hinkey, who singled past first last time. She swings and bounces one right to short for out number 3, so this one ends. Montgomery County does put one more across. It's 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the third.
Yeah, like, I better wait a second.
Upside down.
That's the good question. I probably would have hit some out, but how many of them would have ended up getting a home run? Because the fence would have stopped it on.
There's one in there.
That's what we've been talking
One in there that
about.
it's just kind of funny. It's not really fair.
It might have done more damage than
You'll see.
I don't know if I can make it around though, Chad. It's on the fence. Yeah, I had more doubles and triples.
Who you here watching?
Katie. Where are you? I'm feeling it. Be able to try it out.
All right, we're back, and the hitter for Ellsbury is number 13, Emma Plasterer. She reached on an error at third back in the second. Was a big part of Ellsbury's rally in that inning. Ellsbury still leads for those of you just joining us, 4-2. Ford delivers, Plasterer swings, and sends one on the ground to second. The throw over to first has her for out number one.
Come on, Maddie.
That brings up Maddie Kinsler. She doubled to right center last time. Here's the pitch, and she fouls one off. 0-1.
Who is that? Even when I was in school. They were funny. Who is that guy? I asked Kay this morning, I said, did you see Kylie's pictures and the videos? He said, yeah, Dodo, I'm sick of it. And I said, well, honey, I'm sorry, but this high she's on is going to last for a while. She got
Here's
to
the
the bathroom
pitch,
and I walked in right when
and it's in for a strike, 0-2.
With one hand, and I'm like, hey, wash your hands. She's like, I'm not going to wash my hands. It smells like lotion. They're so funny.
Swung on and hit high into center, left center, where it gets down, surprisingly, for a base hit, but do they have her at second? Yes, they do. Kinsler tried to stretch that one out a little bit and bit off more than she could chew, but A for effort. That sends up Kara Lovelace, who reached on a bunt error, or for lack of a better way to put it. Ford delivers, and it's a strike. That one is swung on as well and fouled back, 0-2.
They're just by the thing.
Swing and a miss. Lovelace goes down swinging, and we head to the top of the fourth. Montgomery County trails now 4-2, and we'll be back.
I knew they were really good. I just didn't know if it was that year.
Do you think we want to chicken? She's like, I can't. So I guess mine will just keep that. So then if we like, I changed it. Oh, better. And then hopefully either my dad goes.
All right, the hitter from Montgomery County in the top of the fourth is number 8, Haley Johnson. She was thrown out on a bunt attempt back in the second. This is only her second at bat.
But she already told me. I mean, if I don't.
Here's the pitch, swing and a miss.
Obviously, that's not. I don't want him to miss it.
Swung on again, 0-2.
I was like, you mean the dirt? This one girl wants to play in the dirt.
And just like that, Johnson goes down on 3 straight swinging. That'll send up number 1, Roden, who singled to left back in the second.
Instead of just
Loveless delivers, and it's up, ball one. Up again. It's 2-0 to Roden. Here's the pitch on its way, swing and a miss. Up and in, 3-1 now.
Can you do me a favor? Can you watch the
Loveless delivers.
You know who Levi is?
And ball four sends her down to
He's in
first.
the dirt. Okay, you make sure he doesn't do anything bad. Okay?
What do you need?
That sends Fisher back up,
He said.
who singled to right center back in the third and singled to left back in the first.
Here, that was a little bit ago.
Here's the pitch, and it's up.
Now your dirty mouths are going to be all over it. Great.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Swung on and hit hard on the ground. It gets by the shortstop and bounces out into left field for a base hit. Runners at first and second.
Like the freshman this year, Coffin's freshman,
Land in her.
Kelsey has never played.
Knock you all out.
That'll send up Hannah Pryor. She popped to left back in the third and walked back in the first. Loveless delivers, swung on and fouled off.
So, but her class is a smaller class too. Like the freshman had like 70 something. She has like 48.
Oh my gosh, that big of a
She has a very small class.
That was up just a bit. It's 1-1.
So they were the ones that.
One ball, two strikes now to Pryor. Swung on and popped to the glove of the third baseman. 4 out, number 2. All right, that brings up Anna Ford, who, singled to center back in the third and doubled to center back in the first as a courtesy runner. Comes in for Fisher. Here's the pitch. Up and out. In the dirt.
He's 2 years behind Angie, right? Was he 2 years behind? They had quite a few girls, like Elle Roller and Becky Wolf and Crystal Van Zandt. They had a pretty good class. The class
Swung on and smacked into left field. Foul ball.
after them didn't have like 2.
I'm like,
Yeah, and if you stuck it all.
you don't expect me to park there.
She straightened that one out, but I think she hit it a little too high. Martin should have it out in center. And does. 4 out, number 3. The score stays 4-2, and we'll be back.
They get done next Monday. They start basketball on Tuesday. Here, they play here, so both teams will be playing next Monday night here. The junior high and middle school. And the high
You got her armband.
That's a lot of people from Ellsbury.
It is. I think they both play on back to back. We were supposed to play them
Maybe she remembers
the
it.
day after Labor Day.
Oh, no.
Tuesday.
No.
Troy. At Troy.
All right, there's the throw down to second. Warm-ups for Montgomery County are over. And up steps number 2, Kaylee Martin for Ellsbury. She was thrown out on a bunt attempt back in the second. This will only be her second at bat.
They redid all that. Down to the. Because they have a track.
But now you can't do both because they intertwine together. First off, Kaylee.
All right, Ford delivers. Martin swings and misses.
Take them when you can get them.
That one's in for another strike. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Martin goes down on 3 straight. And that will send Megan Hagemeyer back up. She singled to right back in the second and singled to left in the first. Here's the pitch. Ford delivers a strike.
So did it break it again or
Swing and a miss, 0-2. It's a 4-2 lead for Ellsbury, but I have heard some scary things about the abilities that this Montgomery County team has, so we do not want to get soft and fail to provide insurance as Hagemeyer, swings and launches one out into right field. I thought that one was going to get nearly to the wall, but she was robbed of a much-needed base hit at the last second. All right, up steps Kylie Kinsler, and she takes a strike. She singled to right back in the second. Swung on and hit fair. Oh, they're calling it a foul ball. I thought for sure that was fair. She'll make the long trip back, and the count will stay 0-2. Ford delivers, and the pitch is in for a ball. 1-2 now.
They're in the 4th inning of the varsity.
That one is fouled off as well.
I think so.
Come on, Kylie.
I'll call you if it's
Up and out. That evens the count at 2 apiece. Swung on and fouled off yet again back behind first base. She likes that spot
Come on,
tonight.
Sister,
That's
come on.
3 times she's sent it out there. Swing and a miss. And that ends things for Ellsbury in their half of the 4th. We head now to the top of the fifth. The lead stays 4-2 in their favor.
You can call it home. Lots been done to the place.
Eva's been calling Grandma Margie. Because that's what Aaron calls her. Hey, Mark, say we're leaving a nice note. All right, well, we'll be back in a couple hours.
All right, there's the throw down to second. Warm-ups for Ellsbury are over, and the hitter for the Wildcats will be number 6, Ashley Queetham,
She just doesn't. She knows it makes me so mad.
who hit out to back in the third and popped up to right field back in the first.
God. I know, but Lord have mercy.
Here's the pitch from Lovelace, swung on and launched into center field. And that one is caught by the center fielder. I think that's Kaylee Martin still out there. That sends up Sydney Queetham, who pops up to short. 2 quick outs for Montgomery County. And that sends up number 2, Haley Birch. She reached on an error back in the third and popped to first back in the second. Lovelace delivers, and it's low.
And I said, well, just do house party. And she's like, okay, well, then I thought, because one of the videos we were rocking out with Jolene, Valley Party with Jolene, and I said, that's the song you gotta play. I tried to put it on Facebook, and it said, you are not authorized to put this song, whatever, because it's, yeah.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Why'd you come back? No, I'm sitting there with you? No. Yeah.
That one is fouled back. It sounded like it hit a few things on the way, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the hitter.
Kara, put her away.
Swing and a miss. And Montgomery County goes down quickly in their half of the fifth. The score unchanged, still a 4-2 Ellsbury lead, and we'll be back.
That'd be Grandma then. What happened? No, it actually looks like it's dangerous.
All right, Tess Weekly steps up as the first hitter for Ellsbury in the bottom of the fifth. She doubled to right center back in the second and reached on an error in the first. Ford delivers, and Weekly takes the ball. Low again, 2-0. Caught the inside corner. 2-1 now. Ford delivers again, and Weekly smacks one out into left center field, where another heartbreaker is caught on the run, and that took the wind out of everybody's sails. That sends up Tyra Henderson, who singled to third back in the second. The pitch catches the inside corner. Here's the next one on its way, swung on and fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Henderson. Swung on and hit hard on the ground to second. That one gets out of the glove, and Henderson reaches on the error. That sends up number 19, Megan Jones, who popped to right back in the second. Here's the pitch. That one's in for a ball. Ford delivers again, and that one is in for a strike. The count should be 1-1 unless I'm off. Ford delivers, swung on, and fouled off the fence in front of me. 1 ball, 2 strikes, so I was not off. Low and way inside. That evens the count at 2 apiece. Jones delivers. That one was close, but it fills the count. Swung on and hit hard and fair out into right field. That one gets away from the fielder. Henderson is going to make it all the way. No, they're waving her around. Henderson comes around to score. It's now 5-2. And Jones is safe at second. That sends up number 13, Emma Plaster, who grounded to second back in the third and reached on an error back in the second. The pitch swung on and lined past the glove of the second baseman. That one gets into right field, and it gets out there far enough that Jones is able to come around and score. It's now 6-2 in Ellsbury's favor. And that'll bring up number 14, Maddie Kinsler, who takes a strike. Kinsler launched one into right center, I believe, back in the third, and was thrown out trying to stretch that to a double. The pitch fouled off the fence, 0-2. She also doubled to right center back in the second as well. Ford delivers, swung on and hit on the ground towards short. It's boobled, and runners are going to be safe at first and second. That sends up Kara Lovelace, who swings at the first pitch and lifts it just enough to get down for a base hit out in right field. 1 run will score, possibly 2. It is now 8-2 in Ellsbury's favor with a runner at third. All right, fans, stick with me. We've got an injury here near home plate. I looked down just long enough to miss that. That's number 13, Emma Plasterer, who's holding her right leg, or was.
Mr. Bodeker! Can we get some ice?
Carolyn's already on it.
All right, that's going to send up number 2, Kaylee Martin. She struck out swinging in the fourth and was thrown out on a bunt attempt back in the second. Kara Lovelace is out at third, and Ellsbury now leads 8-2 here in their half of the fifth. Ford delivers, and Martin takes strike 1. Martin shows a bunt and pulls it back to take a ball 1-1. Another bunt. She follows through on that one, and she may have laid it down just enough. It's back toward the pitcher, but Ford's throw over to first is dropped. It's now 9-2.
Feel it.
Oh, wait a second. I jumped the gun on that one. I thought for sure she was safe and looked down. There's no way in hell they can reverse that call, but I've seen stranger things.
Thank you.
All right. She is safe, as I originally said. All right, and Megan Hagemeyer takes the ball. Ford delivers again. Hagemeyer lays down a bunt that dribbles foul. 1-1. The pitch swung on and fouled off the fence. Swung on and smashed foul out into the parking lot. The count stays 1-2. In the dirt, Martin's going to make it down to second. And on that one, fans, the less I say, the better. But it is a called strike 3, and it gets Hagemeyer looking. Brings up Kinsler once again, who takes the ball low. Kinsler struck out swinging in the fourth, singled to right in the second, and fouled one back to the catcher's glove in the first. Ford delivers, and that one is in for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Say you can, Kylie, say you can.
That one's fouled back. She'll get a new life. The count stays 1-2.
Those feet still, turn on it.
Ford delivers again. That one caught the inside corner for strike 3 and got her looking. It ends the rally for Ellsbury in their half of the fifth, but not before they do quite a bit of damage. It's now 9-2 in their favor, and we'll be back in a few.
Kelly, assuming Cade made it, he never called.
Yeah, I met him in Winfield. And he, Caden was like, I was wondering why when he picked me up, he said we couldn't eat in here. And I'm like, really? We can't eat in your car? Now I know.
All right, there's the throw down to second. Warm-ups for Ellsbury are over, and the hitter for Montgomery County should be number 14, Anna Hinkie, unless they've made some changes late in the game. I saw one of the umpires writing something down, but they don't always share that with me. 14, here she is, Anna Hinkie. She grounded to third, back in the third, and singled past the first baseman, back in the second. Here's the pitch from Lovelace, and it's low. Lovelace delivers again, and that one's low as well. Swung on and fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one evens the count at 2 apiece. Swung on and hit hard on the ground toward first. It's just foul. The count stays 2-2. My view of that one was completely blocked, but it looks like it got out into shallow center field on the ground. It brings up number 8, Haley Johnson, who shows a bunt and follows through. It's a good one. Oh, I thought the throw had her. All right, so nobody away, runners at first and second. And that brings up number 1, Roden, who walked back in the 4th and singled to left back in the 2nd. Her team trails 9-2. Here's the pitch from Lovelace, swing and a miss. That one's on the ground toward first, and another throw that doesn't quite... Oh no, my fault, they did call her out at first. But she looks as confused as I am. So that is out number 1. Runners at second and third. I wasn't sure. And that brings Jordan Fisher back up, who laces one fair into left field, and it bounces off the fielder's knee all the way to the fence. 2-run score. It's 9-4. That brings up Hannah Pryor, who fouls one off the fence, 0-1. Lovelace delivers, and that one's up for a ball. That one missed the outside corner. 2-1. Swung on and fouled off. Down along the third base side. 2-2.
I could do it on the wall over here too.
Up and in, and that fills the count. Swung on and hit to second. Hagemeyer has it. The throw over to first has her for out number 2. And that sends Anna Ford back up. She popped to center back in the 4th, singled to center in the 3rd, and doubled to left center back in the 1st. She's had a busy night. The pitch up for a ball. That one's in the dirt, 2-0. Lovelace delivers again. That one's up. Swung on and smashed foul out into left field. 3-1 to Ford.
You let me sit. Give me those back.
Watch her stepping out of the box, huh?
She doesn't like it. You licked it.
Watch her stepping out.
No, you put it
The pitch.
Go!
Swung on and hit out to center field, where it is caught by Martin for out number 3. Montgomery County does a little bit of damage. It's now 9-4, but still in Ellsbury's favor. We'll be back.
No, we've always talked about lining up. So they've been told. It's just they don't do it. I'm like, you're loose until you go up to this week. I mean, my bet I'll lose 7 until they got ready to hit, and then I lifted it. Yeah, I know. It's just, and then Paige today said,
Okay, give it to me. Look at me.
the girls that she said, and we
Hey, look at me. You need to go say hi to Amy.
and she's like, I do. I said, no, you wrapped it.
Okay, Ava, come here. You're very provider over there. You need to go say hi to them.
You can just say hello. I think Winfield does. Yeah, like as soon as they see their body language, like they're coming, like, gotta go. She's up here practicing, she's playing all the way up the. I'm like, yeah, you're never gonna get good if you cheat. Creep on me.
I'm gonna touch the
Come on, Tess.
Excuse me.
I've had
All right, we're back in business as Tess Weekly steps up for Ellsbury. She'll be followed by Tyra Henderson and Megan Jones. If you're just joining us, Ellsbury leads 9-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Ford delivers, and Weekly takes a strike.
Come on, Tess.
If so, it's moving this weekend. While Katie's home and Matt's gonna be home. I skipped past that.
That one's in for a strike as well, 0-2.
Is that mine or the antique? That's the antique one.
Swung on and belted. That one just about got out of here. It's off the wall. And Weekly has a double to center field. That'll send up Henderson. Henderson reached on an error back in the 5th. Here's the pitch, and it's low. That one's in for a strike. It's 1-1.
I was done playing.
Swung on and hit hard. Past the glove of the shortstop and into left field. Weekly's going to come all the way around and make it 10-4 as Henderson is safe at first. Up steps Megan Jones. She doubled to right back in the 5th. And she takes a strike. Swung on and hit on the ground towards second. The throw to first has her. All right, so we've got some people in off the sub list as number 1, Mac Pruitt, comes in. And Pruitt takes, I believe, ball 1.
Well, and at first it was a soft, but then they didn't see it really soft.
That one's low.
But then I talked to her. She's like, there's no point.
Ford delivers again. That one is in for strike 1. The count should be 2-1. Swung on and fouled off toward first.
And I think it messes up your swing. You think it can? But you just don't have it.
Up by a mile, it gets away, and Henderson trots down to third.
Nobody slaps. I mean, we changed.
All right, strike three gets Pruitt looking. And that brings number 14, Maddie Kinsler, back up. She reached on an error at short back in the fifth. Oh! The throw down to third hit Henderson in the back, and it bounces out into left field. She recovers and comes on home to make it 11-4.
Come on, Maddie! I said, well, then Gladys was like, she's running down and she's laughing. I'm like,
I didn't know what
and then all of a sudden she starts crying. And I'm over there,
starts.
but she's laughing as she's crying. She's like, it hurts so bad I can't feel my arm.
She got through.
And it's not. There's no. Come on,
Swing and a miss.
But it's
It's a 2-2 count to Kinsler. I missed the first one because of the play at third. Ford delivers again, swing and a miss. That'll do it for Ellsbury in their half of the sixth. As we head to the top of the seventh, the Lady Indians lead 11-4, and we'll be back.
Yeah. I'll get it. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. I took longer getting it down this time. I don't know why. So. Before I know it, they'll be on it.
Hey, weeklies. But what do you feel?
Not all of it.
All right, there's the throw down to second. Warm-ups are over for Ellsbury and the hitter from Montgomery County is number 18, who I don't have on my roster. She swings and misses, 0-1. Lovelace delivers again, swung on and fouled off. 2 quick strikes.
But they fixed it. It's supposed to be really nice now. And there's a scoreboard, but it says Troy South instead of Troy Middle.
In the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and hit on the ground toward third. The throw over to first has her. 1 away. And number 9, Sydney Queetham steps up. She popped a short back in the 5th. Singled past short in the 3rd and struck out looking in the 1st. Here's the pitch, and it's in for a ball. Swung on and fouled off the front of Ellsbury's dugout, 1-1. Up there, but swung on anyway. She chops it to second. Hagemeyer has it. And the throw over to first has Queetham for out number 2. That's That sends up number 2, Haley Birch, who struck out swinging back in the 5th. She swings and misses here in the 7th.
Gotta ring back. I know. I saw you running with it in your mouth.
Loveless delivers, and it's low, 1-1.
No, sorry. Here, you want ice cube? Hold this.
I hate when you take a drink out of mine and then like.
Up and out, 2-1.
If they didn't backwash.
Yeah, it's the back
That's what it is, yeah.
That one's in for a strike. The count should now be even.
Yeah.
But she goes like, why do you stick your tongue in there?
Swung on and fouled off over the fence and back behind me. She'll stay alive, and the count stays 2-2. Up by a mile, and it fills the count. Swing and a miss. Birch goes down swinging to end the 7th inning for Montgomery County and to end this game. An 11-4 victory for the Ellsbury Lady Indians. Once again, we've tried something different tonight, out of necessity more than desire. Our soundboard wasn't working, so I was broadcasting directly into the laptop speakers. I hope that came through okay. And I do apologize to our sponsors for not being able to run the commercials tonight. I do want to at least announce a People's Bank and Trust player of the game. Although with the stats put up by Ellsbury's girls tonight, that's going to be tough to do. I don't keep defensive stats when I'm broadcasting. It's tough enough to keep offensive stats and broadcast at the same time. But I do want to acknowledge the great pitching job of Kara Lovelace tonight. Like I said, I had heard some pretty scary things about this Montgomery County team, and I was a little worried, to tell you the truth. She did a masterful job up there, kept her cool, kept her poise, pitched a great, great game, and held the Lady Wildcats to only 4 runs. In addition to the play of Lovelace, we may have multiple People's Bank and Trust players of the game tonight. Megan Hagemeyer on the offensive side with singles to left and to right in the 1st and 2nd inning really helped get this Ellsbury team going tonight. She came through many different times, and I've lost track of how many ground balls would have gotten through had she not smothered them over at second base. So a tip of the hat to Megan Hagemeyer as well. Looking down the list, Tess Weekly with a double to right center back in the 2nd, and another double to center back in the 6th. Both of those, I believe, RBI doubles. Maddie Kinsler and Tyra Henderson coming through in various clutch situations at different times tonight. And if I don't stop there, I'll list the whole team, I think. So multiple salutes to Kara Lovelace, Megan Hagemeyer, Tess Weekly, Tyra Henderson, Maddie Kinsler, and a gigantic congratulations to the Ellsbury Lady Indians. As an entire team, they played great ball tonight and put away what is usually a very, very tough Lady Wildcats team from Montgomery County. Hopefully, we will be able to broadcast for you Thursday night from here. I believe that is Ellsbury's senior night. And hopefully we will have our soundboard and headsets up and running, and we will be able to do things by the book. Until then, thanks for tuning in. This has been Adam Presswood coming to you live from Ellsbury's Lady Indian softball field. Once again, an 11-4 Ellsbury victory. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your evening.